As we approach mid-2022, there are a few familiar faces on our top 6 celebrity billionaires list, but there's one notable newcomer, Rihanna, who became the world's first billionaire female musician in August. Although they were all entertainers, all 6 celebrities made their fortunes from a diverse range of income streams. Perhaps unsurprisingly, entertainment may open doors, but it is not enough to catapult you to billionaire status. First, we have George Lucas with a net worth of $8.32 billion. A long time ago, on a planet familiar to all of us, before Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson, and Elon Musk began their space race, a brave filmmaker challenged filmmaking convention, and George Lucas is still cashing in on that legendary canon. The Star Wars creator, 77, is the richest celebrity on Earth thanks to the epic multimedia franchise that is now a global pop culture phenomenon. Star Wars and Lucas's other major film franchise, Indiana Jones, have generated more than $12 billion in global box office ticket sales. Despite largely retiring from filmmaking, the billionaire has a net worth estimated at $8.32 billion, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, which calculates that his fortunes declined by $815 million over the course of 2021. How he did it? Lucas's wealth can be traced to a single salary negotiation back in 1973. Offered a $500,000 salary for his work on Star Wars. The director counteroffered a lower amount of $150,000, equivalent to what he has earned on his previous project, American Graffiti. In lieu of the rest, he presciently asked to retain all merchandising rights and the rights to any sequels. Studio executives from 20th Century Fox, now called 20th Century Studios, shook hands on the deal. By 2012, the franchise had earned Lucas $20 billion in merchandise sales and $4 billion in home entertainment sales. A significant portion of the producer-director's assets come from the $4.1 billion in cash and stock he earned from selling his Lucasfilm production company to Disney in 2012. Stock accounted for $1.86 billion of the deal. Philanthropy is a main focus for him, with his charitable family foundation estimated to have more than $1 billion in assets. Next is Steven Spielberg with a net worth of $7.95 billion. Coming in at second on the celebrity billionaires list is Steven Spielberg. The 3-time Academy Award winner has a net worth estimated at $7.95 billion, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Considered the world's most commercially successful director, Spielberg's film have taken more than $10.1 billion in worldwide revenue. Bloomberg estimates that the West Side Story helmsman has seen his net worth increase by about $850 million in 2021. How he did it? Moviegoers know Spielberg, 74, as the man behind films such as Jaws, Schindler's List, and the Jurassic Park series. However, his career began with an internship at Universal Studios. He subsequently dropped out of California State University to accept a contract as director. Spielberg went on to launch film production companies DreamWorks and Amblin Entertainment. He reportedly still has a stake in both companies. In addition, he earns 2% of gross takings from all Universal theme park attractions related to his movies, as well as a portion of park concession revenue in perpetuity, according to Celebrity Net Worth. The fee is compensation for his role as creative consultant, and Spielberg's annual payout is thought to exceed $50 million. In third place is Ye with a net worth of $6.8 billion. Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, is estimated to have a net worth of $6.8 billion, after his Yeezy collaborations with mass-market retailers Gap and Adidas were evaluated by investment bank UBS earlier this year. That is remarkable for a man who, only 5 years ago, publicly begged Google's Larry Page and Facebook chief executive Mark Zuckerberg to invest $1 billion in his ideas because he was $53 million in debt. USB estimated that Yeezy's shoe collaboration with Adidas and his Yeezy clothing collaboration with Gap at about $3.2 billion to $4.7 billion, Bloomberg reported. The Gap deal comprised of about $970 million of the amount. Both items he released with Gap sold out within hours. A $90 cotton hoodie, which went on order in September, delivered the most sales on a single day ever on Gap.com. How he did it? Fashion accounts for the majority of Ye's income. As the sole owner of Yeezy, he pockets about $150 million to $200 million in royalties from the fashion brand every year. He earns an astounding 15% on the wholesale price of his trainers from Adidas. Despite filing for divorce from his influencer wife Kim Kardashian, Ye, 44, is thought to still own a percentage of Skims, the unicorn shapewear brand he co-founded with businesswoman Emma Green. It was valued at $1.6 billion in April. Ye credits his turnaround to being a product guy who finds joy in making products that help mitigate consumers' pain points. He became famous after the release of his debut album, The College Dropout, in 2004. Including 2021's Donda, he has sold more than 140 million albums and/or singles in his career, and his music catalog is thought to be worth $110 million. With his song streamed more than 2.6 billion times in the US in 2020, music royalties brought him $6.3 million last year, according to Billboard. The personal finance lesson from Ye: consider finding a second career or side business. Next is Oprah Winfrey with a net worth of $3.5 billion. America's richest self-made woman is worth $3.5 billion, according to Celebrity Net Worth. Oprah Winfrey's wealth comes from her media and entertainment company Harpo Inc. and from her investments in food and health brands. A fixture on the Forbes Rich list for years, she was knocked out of the 2021 compilation, in part because the valuations of technology companies have risen steeply, correspondingly boosting the wealth of their founders. However, she still earns about $315 million a year, a far cry from the days she was making 50 cents an hour as a babysitter. How she did it? Having failed in her first outing as a broadcaster broadcast journalist, Winfrey, 67, was shunted to the less glamorous world of morning news. She was able to turn things around by working on her presentation skills. That early show soon had high audience ratings. The big paycheck moment came about a decade into her career when she syndicated her eponymous talk show in the mid-1980s and took 25% of the show's revenue. Her annual income that year jumped to $30 million. She later divested into other media, including launching the Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN, with Discovery Channel, and into philanthropic activities. The entertainer has a significant number of investments. In 2015, she bought a minority stake in global diet program Weight Watchers for a reported $34 million. Her investment in the publicly traded company, now called WW International, had increased to $430 million by 2020. Winfrey also holds stakes in oat milk group Oatly, healthy restaurant chain True Food Kitchen, and the edible coating startup Apple Sciences. In November, she joined actor Reese Witherspoon to invest in shapewear maker Spanx. Her other major investments are in real estate. Her $200 million property portfolio includes homes in California and Hawaii. In fifth, we have Rihanna with a net worth of $1.7 billion. At 33, musician and businesswoman Robin Rihanna Fenty is one of the youngest celebrity billionaires. As of August this year, she's also the second richest musician in the world. Forbes estimates her net worth of $1.7 billion, thanks in large part to her makeup and fashion empires. She earns about $70 million per year, according to Celebrity Net Worth. Rihanna also earns a significant amount from the 11 fragrances marketed by perfume maker Parleux. One perfume can bring in as much as $80 million in sales. Rihanna is honored as a national hero of Barbados. How she did it? Over the course of her career, Rihanna has sold 60 million albums and 250 million digital tracks worldwide, making her the top-selling digital artist of all time. However, her wealth comes from her business ventures. Rihanna parlayed the success of her breakthrough 2007 album, Good Girl Gone Bad, into a career-endorsing fashion brands such as CoverGirl and Gucci. The Parleux deal and an early collaboration with Dior on a line of sunglasses paved the way for her cosmetic and lingerie lines. Both address significant gaps in the market for inclusive products that cater to a wide range of demographics, perhaps prompted by Rihanna's own difficulty in finding products that worked for her. Not all Rihanna's ventures have worked, however. Her Fenty fashion and accessory line has been shut down. Finally, we have Jay-Z with a net worth of $1 billion. Jay-Z's net worth is estimated to be an incredible $1 billion as of 2022, which did make him the richest rapper of all time, and the very first billionaire in the hip-hop industry. Just like many of the other successful athletes and musicians of the world, Jay-Z didn't let music be the be-all and end-all of his career. He diversified and began investing in nightclubs, restaurants, his own clothing line, and record label. Initially, Jay-Z was selling records out of the trunk of his car. He had no record deal and was unsigned, so he did whatever he could to try and sell his music. He founded the record label Rockefeller Records with Damon Cash and Kareem Biggs, which ended up with them striking a distribution deal with Priority. This then allowed Jay-Z to release his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, in 1996. Fast forward to today, and Jay-Z holds the record for most #1 albums by a solo artist on the US Billboard 200 with 14. He has also had 4 #1s on the Billboard Hot 100. Unfortunately, that's all we have for today. Till next time, cheers!